हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम यू ऑल टू एआई की पाठशाला। एआई की पाठशाला आपकी अपनी पाठशाला है। Whatever session I am conducting here, it's absolutely free of cost. Today I have revised the timing of my session because of the onset of the winter season. So now I will be conducting this session at 9 p.m. IST every day. So you guys can go to the description section of the video and join my Telegram group from the link attached there, so that you can get the link of my live session, because whatever live session I conduct, I post my joining link there only. And whatever doubts you guys will have, you can post your doubts in the comment section of the video, or you can post the dot in the Telegram group. So that's all. And today is the 41st session of Python series of programming. And today we are going to discuss the debugging. After that, from the next session of Python, we will be I will be discussing the advanced concepts of the Python, that is the object-oriented programming. We will be talking about the object-oriented programming, and I will be going to discuss in complete details about each and everything. And simultaneously, I will also give you the practice of live coding and everything. So you guys need to code along with me. That is all. So let me share you my screen first, and let me give you, let's discuss debugging today. See, first thing that I would like to tell you, whenever we were coding, so to check whether my code is working at that particular point of time or not, what we are at particular instance, what we were doing, we were using the print command. So let's say I have written a 4-line of code. So in between, I have given a print so that it gives me the value, whether the value that I am expecting is coming or not. So this was one method to check whether the program, whether the code that I have written is working properly or not. Because the print command used to give you, let's say if you have taken some output, and if you do if you have not given the print command, so if you have not written the print command, you will not see the output on your screen. Or if, let's say, you have not written even the return statement, and if you want to see the output on your screen, you have to use the print command. So print command was one way to see whether the things that you have is working properly or not. So what is debugging is? Debugging simply means, if, let's say, there is something wrong happening in your code, you want to fix it. That is called debugging. Simple meaning of debugging is, if something is going wrong, you want to check it, what is going wrong, and then you want to debug. Debug means you want to remove the bug from the code, from your code. This is the simple meaning of debugging. So the whole concept of debugging, there is a extension of debugger is available in the full-fledged IDE in VS Code or in PyCharm or in any such IDE, integrated development environment. So whenever we will be discussing about, whenever we will be covering VS Code, so at that point of time, I will explain you all those things in very details, and that need not, in that case, you did not need to do anything in that, because that debugger itself will check what are the things that you are doing wrong, and they will rectify it for you. So it will make your work very easy. But here in the Jupyter Notebook, just to take a little bit of idea how this debugging things work and all those things, I am going to explain you this thing a little bit. So first, to use this, there is something called, you have to install one library inside your program. You have then after you have to use that particular thing inside any code. So first of all, let me tell you how you should install that library inside your program. So what you have to write, you have to simply do this sign What is this sign? Can you please tell me, any one of you? What is this sign?
Exclamation.
This. Okay, fine. This is explanation sign, exclamation sign. So you have to first write this exclamation sign, then space, then you have to give pip, pip, pip. Then you have to write install, and then you have to write ipdb, ipdb. And after doing this, you have to run the code. So first do this thing. So when I have done this, in my case, since this library is already installed, that's why I'm getting this message, requirement already satisfied. Fine. That means this library is already installed. But in your cases, since this library has not been installed, so it will take some time to install this library. And again, if you run this code, you will also get the same message, what I am getting, requirements already satisfied. So first of all, just run this command in your cell and confirm me whether this library ipdb get installed in your program or not.
Yes, it gets installed.
It's get installed, sir,
Yeah.
Mr. Sir?
Yes, yes.
Fine? Fine.
Yeah.
So now, thing is that now I want to use this library inside my program. That's why I have installed this library. Now, this library has been already installed. Now, I want to import it inside my program. For doing it, I will write import import ipdb. Simple. And you need to run it. So, when you will run it, this thing will get imported into your program. Now, let's see how I am going to use it. So we will see few programs to understand the working of this thing. So let's see first. Let's write very simple program. You should write along with me. Def divide x comma y, and now after that I am writing result is equal to, let's say, x divided by y. After writing this thing, I am writing this ipdb dot set underscore trace, and thereafter you have to put this parenthesis. What it means? This means have set a breakpoint here. Then you have to do return result. I do not need to explain you this program. This is a simple function, and this is the result of my function. I want to divide it x by y, and here I want to return the result of this division. This is the thing. Then what is this thing? ipdb dot set underscore trace, or instead of this ipdb, we can also use pdb, but let's use it ipdb here. So this is a set a breakpoint here. What means? I have given inside this like function, I have set one breakpoint. This is the point. This is my breakpoint. What it means? When we run the code, setting a breakpoint means when I am going to run this code, the program will pause at this breakpoint. Whatever breakpoint I will choose in my program, in my code, so my code will just stop, not stop, it will get paused there. And I have to enter a interactive debugging session there. Thereafter, the next execution will start. So let me write here so that it will, whenever you will see, it will be easy for you to understand. So let me write here what it means. It means It simply means, let me comment it here. It simply means when we run our code, the program will pause at the breakpoint, break break point, and we need to enter an interactive debugging session.
Why 3 comma?
Why 3 comma? You should tell me why 3 comma. Please tell me why 3 comma. Miss Ruchi, please tell me why this 3 comma. This 3 comma
Because
here
we
and
are
this,
like multiple
yes,
comments.
multiple
So
line
we need
commenting. This is a multiple line
multiple
commenting.
line commenting.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we use
Just I am
commas.
explaining what this is going to. So I have explained it in the form of multiple line commenting, so that
It will
when I
not.
run my
It
program, this thing will get commented out. It will not consider this. Fine.
fine.
So now
Okay.
I want to
let's
ask,
tell me.
is it related to that break looping when we use break in that looping? Do we
No,
do
this is
we are
no. This
doing
is a that is a different thing. Here, this is a breakpoint here. Set a breakpoint here. That means when my code will run, see
yeah
that break. That break was like that used to break, terminate my execution of the code. Wherever we used to write
okay
this break in that thing, what
hmm.
that break used to do, that used to terminate my program there at that point. That was the break thing.
Yeah
But here I am not terminating it. I have simply added this. I have set a breakpoint and see what I have written. When we run our code, the program will pause at the breakpoint. That means it will not terminate. It will just stop for some time, and it will wait for my interactive debugging. It will wait for my instruction.
okay
So whatever instruction I will give it to do next, it will follow my instruction, but it will not end it. So
okay.
let me give you some command here for your understanding. I am giving you a command, writing some command here for your understanding, and same command I will understand. We will understand it. See here. This is usually used debugging command that we use. Interactive debugging commands. So there are usually, I will also explain you how, from where this is coming. So some commonly used commands include and or next. What this will do, execute the current line and move to the next line. So next will do execute the current line. In whatever line my control will be there, first it will execute the current line and then it will move to the next line. This command, and how this will work, we will see. First of all, let's understand what these simple commands. This C means continue. That means continue execution until the next breakpoint or until the program finishes. What it means? Let's say I have set a breakpoint here. When I will use this C, what it means? It will continue to run the program till it will encounter the next breakpoint, like this. So it will continue till that breakpoint. And if, let's say, if there is only one breakpoint, likewise in this code, there is only one breakpoint. So in that case, it will run till until the program finishes. This S or step means step into the function. Use this to dive into the details of a function. That means this command S or step is used to go inside any function. Q or quit the debugger and stop the program. It will simply quit the debugger. p underscore variable name, it will simply, by this command will simply give me the name of a variable. P underscore variable name, what this will give when I will type p and I will type the name of the variable. This will print me this will give the value of the variable at that particular instance. H or help display list of available commands. So first do one thing. Let's first run this code. And with the help of that, I will understand all the working of all those commands that I have discussed. So it will be better to understand this with the help of. Yeah. So I am first running this code. So that's fine. Everything is fine here. So my code has been run. Now, this is a function we already know. So to what I have to do, I have to call this function. To execute this function, what I have to do? I have to call this function. So let's call this function. I am writing this variable result is equal to, or if you can simply write divide, call this function, let's say 10, 5. This is my function call. If I simply run this, let's see what happened. You can see I have set the breakpoint. So what is happening here? Where I have set the breakpoint? I have set the breakpoint at this point. So my control is actually coming here. Fine. See,
Yeah.
the program execution started and it get paused at the breakpoint, and here it is it is waiting for the command. So there are, first let me type this command H. H means help. If you simply type this, you will get all those commands that you can use here. So these are all the commands. These are called the debugging commands, which you can use at the time of debugging. And this is the, at any point of time, if you want to understand what are the commands that is present and how we can use it. So these are the commands: UF, A, alias, ars, B, break, DT, debug, C, disable, CL, clear. All these are the list of commands that you can use to debug. So depending upon the cases, whatever thing that I want to debug or I want to see, I will use according to that, these commands. Now, let's do one thing. Let's type first n. What is small n? What is the small n? I have already explained you here. This is n. Execute the current line and move to the next line. If I will simply do this, let's say if I will simply put n here, let's see what happens. So now it was, my control was here. That means I have set it at this this as a breakpoint. So my control has stopped there, not stopped there, paused there. See, it is coming here, pause, it is as in pause there. And thereafter, when I have done, when I have typed n, and means execute the current line. See, execute the current line and move to the next line. So it has executed my current line and it moved to the next line. And what is my next line? Next line after this is this return result is my next line. So you can see it is coming here. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point?
Yeah, I'm getting your point.
Now
But I'm
see,
not getting the result.
what you are not getting?
That return result. I'm not here at return result. It's showing me something else. It's showing me C drive user based app data local temp. What? It's showing me something else.
So for that, it is showing you something different
Yeah.
when you are
When I
typing
type,
after typing a small n.
yeah.
Mr. Bhagwan sir, are you getting? Are you finding the same problem? Can you please answer?
No, I am getting something different.
So let's do one thing. Let's first
they're
understand this.
asking,
Let's first
they're
understand
asking.
this. Let's first understand this, and then
No,
what I
no,
will do, I will look into your system one by one and and see what is the issue. Is it okay?
why it is going to C slash user slash app data local temp IP
Fine,
kernel
fine, fine, fine,
divide.
fine.
I
Then
So
think
let
where
IDP,
this particular get installed, this whole
then it is asking to enter ID IPDB greater than value.
yes, this is this. It will yes. So
directory,
then
the
you
whole
have to
directory where this particular get
after that you
installed.
have to put this small n.
Again,
Small n.
Yes.
again.
First,
So
you have to
again,
see when you will run this. When you will run this, you will see this program is still running because you can see this star is here. A star is coming. That means my
see,
program is still running. My program
no,
has not yet stopped.
every time I am putting n, again the same thing is coming.
What same thing is coming?
Return.
Is this
See,
thing coming?
which?
This, can you see my screen, na?
No, that is not coming.
Okay. So let's first understand this. Then I will look into your system and then we will resolve what is the issue. Is it fine? Until unless I can't see your screen, I don't want to comment anything. Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So after only this first program, I will look into your system. I will not move to the next code until unless I will fix your issue. Fine. So let's see, understand first. So what earlier my control was here because I have set my breakpoint here. So my control was like there. You can see here. This signifies the control is here. Now I have first typed H. So H simply give me the list of commands that is present inside my debugging thing. So these are the complete list of commands that is there. So I am only going to show you only few commands because these are things that because I have to give you, because when we will move to the VS Code, you don't need to do all those things. It will VS Code will have an extension debugger and it will be taking care of all those things. This is for your understanding simply. So this H will give you a list of all those things. So are you getting the list of all those things when you are typing H? Can you please tell me?
No, we are not getting this.
Okay, fine. So after that, I am putting this N. And what N means? N simply means it will execute the present line and move to the next line. So it has executed the present line and moved to the next line. What is my next line? This result.
After typing H, I'm getting this thing.
Okay, fine. Let me see it. So then return result is the next line. So it will go to see my control is coming here, return result. Still my program is running. You can see it. The star is coming here. Now it is asking me to give me more thing.
But I'm not getting return result.
Okay, fine. I will look into your system. Don't worry. So let's see. Now this time what I want to see what is the value of my variable, because I have put the variable value here, x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5, and I want to see the value of the variable. For that I am doing this. I am writing this p, small p, and x if I want to see the value of the, and if I am returning this, see, I am getting the value of the variable x is 10. So that means, okay, thing is, I am getting the value of this variable x as 10 here. See, if I will type p space y, I will get, and simply run my code, I will get the value of the variable y as 5 here. After that, let's say I am doing this n again. So what I will get? I will be again going to the same thing, return result. Now, I want to quit the program. For quitting it, see what is the, how you can quit the debugger. You can quit the debugger by Q or quit, or if you want to do this C, small c, what it will do? Continue execution until the next breakpoint or until the program finishes. So if you will do this C, it will continue its execution until the next breakpoint, and if the next breakpoint is not available, it will finishes your program. So let me write here C. Let me give C here. If I will simply type C and run it, I will get the output 2. See here, I am getting the output 2. I am getting the output 2, and this time my program has running has been completed, and I am getting the output 2. What?
I'm also getting output too when I type C.
So that means the thing is working. Now let me one by one share me. Have you understood this? Now let's share your screen and let me look into it. I'm stopping my sharing of the screen and giving you the permission to share. So that I can look into your screen and share screen. So let me give you the
Can I
permission.
share my output too?
Let me give you the permission so that you can enable advanced sharing option for participants. So any one of you can first start sharing. Start Ruchi, you can share. Thereafter, Mr. Sir will share. I have stopped. I have given you the permission to share.
I can't share.
You are not able to share?
No.
Okay, Mr. Sir, can you share? Okay, fine. So do one thing, Mr. Sir. Run this code again.
Which code?
You divide 5,10. This cell, run this cell again. Okay. Now, what is the first thing that I have asked you to do?
Type H.
Yes. So type small h and just press enter key. Can you see the list of the command debugging commands that is available with you?
Yes.
If you can see, go above, just a little above, just a little above. Yes, wait. If you can see, this cell is still getting this star sign. Can you see this?
Yeah.
What it means? Your program has not yet finished. It is still running. Fine.
Yes.
What is the use of n, small n?
Next line.
Next line. First, it will complete the execution of that line, and then it will move to the next line. So first do n, small n, and type small n there and press return. Come little below. Come little below. So what it is? It is ipdb db and C drive, this thing, temp, this py divide. Okay, it is not coming in your pdb. Execution pdb. Okay, ipdb db. Okay, fine. Again put n. Okay. This thing is .py. Okay, fine. Okay, can you go above, a little above? Can you go above? Can you go above? Can you go above? Okay. Inside this, after the import ipdb, add one more cell after import ipdb. Yes.
What?
Add one more cell by doing this plus. Add one more cell. Write import space pdb, p small d small b, and run it. Fine. And instead of this ipdb, write pdb in your
Where?
in the
Where?
oh, import pdb. It's not still, so it's not able to import it. No, wait, it's still running, it's not yet imported. It's not yet imported. So do one thing, go to the kernel and restart that cell. Interrupt it. Restart kernel or interrupt it, so that interrupt it. It's okay. Port pdb. So
Even after imported PWD, I'm getting the same result.
pwd,
Sorry, PDB.
pdb, are you getting the
After
same?
importing PDB,
p
I'm still getting the same result.
Have you changed?
Nothing.
Have you changed here inside
Yes.
this def thing? pdb dot
Where we
set
need to
underscore trace.
huh? We
Have
need
you
to write
changed?
PDB here also.
Yes.
No,
You
no,
have to
not
change
that.
this ipdb with pdb.
IPDB with PDB. Okay. Okay.
So, Mr. Misra sir, please change this ipdb to pdb. Not that. I'm not talking about that. Inside your program, inside this divide code. Yes. Type n, type h, sorry, n. Okay. Again type small p. Again type n. Acha, okay, type small p space. Type small p space x. Type small p space y. Okay, fine. See, in your case, it's working properly. There is no issue in that. Only the thing is that it is not displaying whatever thing that is displaying in my system. So it may be the difference because of the window or Mac setup. Maybe because of that, it may be happening. So there is not any issue. The thing is that, see here, when for the first time when you have written this, when you have given this n, what it is just showing you this thing, okay, and it is not giving you any result because it is going to the next line, or when you are giving it to the second time, when you are putting this n, it is just executing it and you are getting the returned value as 2.0. That means everything is working fine. When you are putting this p space x, you are getting this 10. That means the variable x, value of x, you are getting 10 here, and variable y, you are getting 5 here. And if you simply write here, write what is the command to quit, or if you simply type q, or if you simply type c, here, type c. So finally you are getting 2.0. So everything is working fine. There is no issue in that. Only thing is that did whatever display thing that I was getting, you are not getting the same thing. So there is no issue in that. Just for your
I want to
understanding.
ask one thing.
Okay.
When we have imported PDB and this directory is working here, then why it's showing the ipdb here
Where?
after h? When we write h,
Okay.
it shows a different thing, and after then it's showing ipdb.
Actually, thing is that the IBDB is the library from where this PDB is coming. That's why. IPDB is the library from where all this thing is coming.
So it will show this only even
Let's do one thing. Mr. Misra says just restart your kernel. Just restart and clear output. Go to the kernel. Go to the kernel. Go to the kernel. Restart and clear output. Fine. Fine. Now, this time, don't run your first cell. Just run your second cell. Run your second cell. Second cell.
This one?
No. Second cell. Cell number second. Yes. Now run this. Now I run third cell. Fine. Give, let's say, give h first. Give h. Then give n. Give c. So can you see, Ruchi? This IBDB and execution is PDB. Basically, the thing is PDB is a part of IBDB, IPDB, IPDB. So there is nothing much to worry about this thing. This PDB is actually a part of the IBDB. It is coming from the IBDB only.
Means even if we import PDB only,
then also it
even
will
though
be
it
fine.
will,
It will work fine. It will work fine. It will work fine.
Okay.
So simply it was not working in that way. That's why I have asked you to let's see and understand if this will display the thing that it was displaying in my cell or not. But it is doing the same thing, so there is no worry in it. And since the result is coming out to be fine, so it's fine. Fine. So shall you stop sharing your screen so that I can move ahead with a few more code?
Sure.
So let me share you my screen. So Okay, fine. So this was my screen. Now I am taking other code to explain you the same thing. This time let's take the code of a factorial. So I am writing this factorial, factorial. I am not going to explain you this code because our point, we already have done these things. Our point is to understand how we are using the debugging here in this case. So this is a simple case of factorial. If n is equal to, if n is equal to 0, then return 1, otherwise else return return n into factorial n minus 1. See, this is the simple factorial question. If I want to calculate the factorial of a number, this is the simple code for writing a factorial. Do you understand this? I have taken one condition. If n is equal to 0, return me 1, else return me n into factorial n minus 1. Now, there is no breakpoint in this code. I am going to add a breakpoint in this code. So let's take this code here. And now I want to add a breakpoint here at the very starting here. Here I want to add the breakpoint at this point. So to add the breakpoint, either you can write PDB or you can write ipdb. Both will give you the same thing. So whatever you want, you can write. There is no issue in that. So let me write it pdb dot set underscore trace, trace, and put this parenthesis here. Now, if I will run this code, it means that now at this time, I want to set a breakpoint here at this point. So let's run this code now. And now to get the output, let me call this function. Let me store this result in some variable result. Let's say factorial and give some number. Let's say I am giving 5. I want to calculate the factorial of 5. And now let's run this. PDB is not defined. Okay, ipdb. See, because I have not imported it. ipdb. So let's ipdb. Let's write ipdb here. Now let's run this. Now let's run this. Now this is working. If you can see, I have set the trace breakpoint here. So it is showing first this thing. After this breakpoint, this is coming. N is equal to 0 is coming. So it is showing by this symbol that I am here at this point I am here. And it is asking me to give me anything. If I will simply type H, this H is like if you want to see the list of commands that is available, you can type. Since I do not require now, so I am not going to give this H here. So what I am going to type? So I want to type N. And what is the meaning of it? What N will do? Just see here. Execute the current line and move to the next line. So what it will do, N will execute this line and it will move to the next line. So let's enter. So it has executed the current line and it has moved to the next line. And what is my next line? This is my next line. If block is, it has executed the else if block and it has moved to the else block. So see, this else block I came inside this else block by typing N. Now, if I again type N, so what will happen? See, if I again type N, again it will come to the first thing, because this is a factorial. It will check the condition. It will come here. Fine. And what it will get? It will again come to this thing, n is equal to 0. It will keep on going. So if I see n is equal to 0, return 1, it will again came here. Again, if I do n, next, it will again go to the next block, this else block, because this is a factorial. The function is calling itself. We have already understood this recursion concepts in very details. So if you do forget it, you can go and revise it so that you will understand these things. So if I will keep on typing this n, it will keep on moving to the next line and next line. It will keep on till when it will keep on moving, till it will calculate all its when it will get exhausted. That means whatever the next thing, till it will reach to the end of the code,
I'm
it will
not
keep on.
getting it.
What?
I'm not getting the result, the same result that you are getting.
You are not getting. So what you are getting?
I'm getting this C user based each time.
Fine, not an issue, not an issue, because there is a difference in, because maybe I will have to see why you are getting that thing. But are you understanding this here? What I am explaining you here? Are you
No,
able to?
because I got stuck when I don't get the result.
Are you understanding here? By seeing my screen, are you understanding what I am going to? What I am explaining here?
Yeah. That
Are you
I'm.
understanding these things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, else one, please will you repeat the else one? How
See,
this else one comes? This one.
see. Initially, when I have given this n, it is initially my control was here. You can see, because breakpoint, I have applied a breakpoint here. So my control is coming just after the breakpoint. So it is coming here. My control is here. Fine. In the if part. After I have typed n, this n, that means I want to go to the next line. So that means it means n means complete the this line of execution and go to the next line. So my next line is this thing. This else block is my next part. So it is coming here. Again, if I am doing this n, writing n, again it is coming in the here. Why it is coming here? Because this is a recursion, function call. It is again calling, it is again checking. This again wants to check if n is equal to 0. And if it is not, then it is going to the next thing, else block. So it is doing the same thing what I have understood, what we have understood in the recursion. This is the same concept. Nothing is new here. If you are like not able to understand this, then I request you to please go to the recursion and revise the concept of recursion, because here what is happening, since it is coming here in this part, this is a recursion, that is a function call. So it is calling it again. It is again, this thing is checking whether n is equal to 0 or not. So this part is again coming into picture. Then again it is going into this. This time the factorial will be n minus 2. Factorial,
No,
here
I'm
the
getting.
factorial is n minus 1. Next time the factorial will be n minus 1 into factorial n minus 2. In this way.
Yeah.
Are you getting? So
Yeah,
it will, when I will do this n, again it will come here. When I will type
Okay.
here n, again it will come here. So it will keep on going. At
Okay.
till what point it will keep on it? Till it will go to the last point where it will get this value n is equal to 0. When it will
0.
get this value n is equal to 0, it will return it. Return what? 1. Otherwise, it will keep on returning this thing, returning n into factorial n minus 1. So it will keep on.
Okay.
But let's say I want to go to the, finally I want to quit it, or I want to let's type C here and see what it will do. C. C is what C is doing. See here the difference. See it what C is doing. First understand C here. C continue execution until the next breakpoint or until the program finishes. That's why I have used this program to code to make you understand this thing. Because here not my purpose here is not to explain you recursion or this factorial problem or this thing. My purpose is different. See, if I am typing here C, when I was typing here N, it is executing the current line and moving to the next line. So here when I have typed this N, it was here, and now again when I have typed N, it has came to this block, else block. Okay. Now again when I have typed N, it has come to this N is equal to 0 if block, and now at this point when this came to this if block, if N is equal to 0, let's see if N is equal to 0, my execution is at this if block, in this if block, and I have simply typed C. What C will do? C command is going to give you the next breakpoint. Are you getting my point? It is going to give you this C. What C is going to continue execution until the next breakpoint or until the program finishes. So what is my next breakpoint? Again, that breakpoint is coming. My breakpoint is this. This is my breakpoint. So again, it is jumping to the next breakpoint, or it will jump till the program execute. So I am again typing C here. So again, it is jumping to the next breakpoint. Again, I am typing C here. So now this time it is coming out. Why it is coming out? Because it has stopped, it has reached the end.
And yeah.
Can you get it?
Yes, yes.
Now see one thing. Let's do one thing. Instead of this, if I will run this again, let's run it again. And this time, let's do N. So it is going to this else block. Again, type N. It is going to this block. And if you want to quit it, if you come out of it, so what you want to do? This Q or quit the debugger and stop the program. If you will simply type Q, it will quit the debugger and it will stop the program. So I am writing Q here. So let's see what happened. I am typing a small Q here. Now run it. It will quit. Now my program has stopped. You can see here, this program has stopped running because it has quitted the program.
What about S?
What else? Okay.
Step. There's S.
Okay. S. Step into the function or use. Okay, fine. So let's use this S here and see what S can do. Let's try it here. S. 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 S.
No, it's going somewhere else. What is this?
No. It is working fine. What the else S is doing? S is basically, S is used to step into the function. That means if some function is there, step into the function, use this to dive details into the function. If I will take another example so that it will help you. This example will not make things clear, as thing will not clear from this example. So I will take another example so that it will get clear. Let's type another example for you. And this function, let's type another function example for you, and then use this ipdb to understand you. Let's type def. Let's add. Let's do mul multiple, not math, maths. Let's maths. Let's define one function maths, and supply this with a comma d, and let's do this thing. X is equal to a plus b, y is equal to a minus b, z is equal to a multiply b. Let's take these three things and let's set this thing here, the same. Let's write it here, and now return x comma y comma z, and let's run this, and let's do maths, and call this, give it, let's say 10 12 comma 2. Yes, type s, type s, s, are you getting? See, let me explain you this again. See, I have written a simple function, this maths function, and I have set my, I am writing a simple code, and I will use this debug thing inside it and explain you how this is working. This is a code to write the sum of first and natural number. Sum of natural number. Natural number. This is my function to write the sum of natural number. Now, I am writing total, total is equal to 0, and let's take this, set the breakpoint, and after this I am setting this breakpoint ipdb dot set underscore trace, trace. This is my breakpoint, and this is my breakpoint 1. Thereafter, I am writing this thing for I in range 1 comma n plus 1 and plus 1, and total is equal to total plus I. This is my code, and now I want to set this. After this loop, I want to set my second breakpoint. So ipdb dot set underscore trace, trace trace, and this is my second breakpoint. Let me write here breakpoint 2, and thereafter I want to return return total. Fine. So what I want to explain you here, that here in the earlier code, what I was doing, I was taking only one breakpoint. In this code, I have taken 2 breakpoints. So let's understand this code with the help of 2 breakpoint and see how the code is working, how the debugging thing is working when I have set it with 2 breakpoints instead of the 1 breakpoint. So first run this code. Fine, thereafter call this thing result, and let's store this. And let's 5 here, and now let's execute it. See, since I have set my breakpoint here, so my first control is coming in this for loop. So what this for loop is doing, it is ranging from 1 to n minus n plus 1. What is my value of n? N is 5, so it will range from 1 to 6. That way it will start from 1 and goes till 5. My last value range thing is not included, is excluded. So see what it is giving me. If I simply put n here, what will happen? It is coming in this thing. Again, if I put n here, it is coming here. What it means, can you understand this? See, when for this, let me open my see, Ruchi, here what is happening? For I in range from here, range from 1 to 6. Fine. And for I in range 1 to 6 will give 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yes.
And total, what is the value of total? Total will always get total plus 1. Initially, the value of total is 0. So during the first iteration, what the value of I? Value of I will be 1.
1.
So what is the value of total? I plus 1.
0 plus 1.
1. But this, if I am doing this n, so again it is coming. See, during the first time when I have typed this n, it is coming here, and next time it is going to this total wala block inside this thing. And again, if I have typed this n, small n, it is again coming there because it has completed the first iteration, and now it is going to the second iteration. What it means? Again, if I type this n here, sorry. Again, if I type n here, again it will come here. Again, if I type n, it will come here. What it means? Every time it is going to the next iteration. And let me so first what will happen? First, after this breakpoint, first this thing will get completely executed. After that, again this breakpoint will come. So let me type it n so that n and let's see, I want to see at any point of time, if I want to see what is the value of I. So what I will do? I will do pi. That means the I is 4. That means we are still one iteration before one uh, iteration before the final iteration. So at any point of time, if I will type p comma I, p space I will get the value of I. Here I am getting the I is equal to 4. That means I am here. Again type, let's say again type n here. Now again, if at this time, if I will type pi, let's say what I am getting? I am getting I is equal to 5. That means now I have reached the end. And at any point of time, if I want to see the value of total, so what I have to do? I suppose P, I have to type TOTAL, total is coming to be 10. And if I type n here, if I again type n here, so now see, after this it has completed, it has come to the second breakpoint. You can see here breakpoint 2. Fine. This breakpoint that I have given it here, second breakpoint. This is the first breakpoint has completed. Now it has come to the second breakpoint. And in this breakpoint, if you want to see anything inside this, you can see. If you again type, let's say n here, so see what you will get. I'm coming here, return total. And if you again type n here, see what you will getting. This return total, is let's type here C, continue, and see here return total. So here it has already returned me the value, the final value before this. That's why it was not, it was again going to the first statement. So this is how it has, in this last thing, when I have given this here, it has returned me the total value of the first 5. That means 5, 4, 9, 3, 12, 3, 15. So it has returned me the 15. At any point of t, if you can run this again, let's see, run it again, and it this time, every time I want to see the value of I in every, let's, instead of this 5, let's put it 3 here and run this. Type P I. I is not found because it has not yet gone. So let's type N here. Now type P I. I am getting I is equal to 1. Again type N. Again type P I. You will get 1 only because it has not entered into the second iteration. It's still in the first iteration. So type N. Now if you type Pi, you will get I is equal to 2. Again type N. Again type N. And now if you type P total, let's say, you will get 3 because 1 plus 2 is 3. And if you type Pi, you will get I is equal to 3. Type N, you will get this thing. Again type P comma I is equal to 3. Type N. Now I have come to the second breakpoint. This time what I want to do? I want to simply, if I do C, I will get return total 6. I want to quit Q simply. So this is how you can able to do whatever thing you want to do. So I suppose this code is clear to you. There is nothing much to explain in this code. And